What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be going down to Playa Grande. That's a beach area here in Mar del Plata, Argentina. It's a very popular beach. It's like kind of in the middle of the entire city, and when a lot of people come down to visit Mar del Plata, normally they'll be around the Playa Grande area. It's one of the nicer beaches. A lot of nightclubs, a lot of different restaurants around that area. And hopefully a lot of people today isn't really the best day. I can kind of see out in the window here. It's a little bit cloudy. It's not the best. It's about 19 degrees Celsius. So yeah, not the hottest, but it's also for Mar del Plata pretty good. Even though the point in the year that we are right now, it should be a lot better weather. Still, let's see what type of movement there is there. And I'm going to be taking some mate. This is my thermos. I'm going to be filling up some hot water in here. And I got to buy some yerba, which is like tea that goes into this, and this is like kind of like a little filter straw. So I gotta buy more yerba. I gotta fill up some water here. And yeah, also I'm gonna be using my brand new microphone for the first time in like an actual kind of like vlog style video. I did a test on this mic, so if you're listening to it, let me know what you think of it so far. How does the audio sound? And yeah, let's see how it does. For this time of year, it literally does not make any sense that we still have to come out with sweaters on. Considering that summer started here, December 25th was the first day of summer. We're still like this. It's today a max of 19 degrees Celsius, which I'll put the Fahrenheit here. But yeah, it does not make any sense at all that it's still this cold in Mar del Plata, or kind of. Mar del Plata is cold all year long. Even in the summertime, I think you have at least like 2 months at the most with actually good weather. This year they did announce that it was supposed to be much better with the overall weather, that we were gonna have a good summer. And last year they also did an announcement that it was supposed to rain a lot, and last year was an amazing summer with barely any rain. So I mean, they get it wrong quite often, so we'll see what happens this year. Hola, ¿qué tal?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
¿Todo bien? Sí, para cargar la sube. ¿Puede ser? Look at all the different chocolate options. Perfecto. Got the card ready to go. We're walking up here to the bus stop. This bus stop here is a little bit different than the other ones because there's two different company buses that come by. There's one that you can pay in cash, and there's another one that you use the Sube card like everywhere else. So it's a little bit more convenient since it's right on the coastline. There's a lot more demand of people coming through. A lot more tourists should be here at this time of year, so having the both options is a lot easier, especially with tourists. If they come here, they can quickly just pay with cash, making it very straightforward there. Here's the famous Pato de Punta Mogotes. This thing has been here since like the 80s, I think. It's very emblematic of the area here. It's the Pato of Punta Mogotes, you can see over there. I'm in Punta Mogotes with the sign right there. And all right, we got a green light for me to cross here. Let's go through and cross the death bridge right up over here. This bridge here is literally falling apart. Look, this just fell like in this past week here. Everything's all oxidated. It's so ridiculous how it's still working right now, but I think they're gonna be fixing it up because they did paint some of the areas here on the bridge and it wiped off now, but it looks like they were taking measurements. There was like a bunch of paint marks here, but yeah, this whole bridge is literally falling apart right over the highway on top of that. I cannot remember where the bus stop is for the buses that I'm gonna take. It's actually those two lines over there, but when they come back on the other way, so there's gonna be completely different buses. I know there's a bus stop right over there, but that's a little bit far. And then there is another bus stop under this bridge here, which I mean, they're pretty much both the same distance. I'm gonna go to this one just in case. But yeah, this is what we got going on here. Super chill day. All the kids already finished school and everything, so things should be getting more packed, a little bit better with as far as people coming out. But with the weather like this, I do not know what we have in store for this year so far, because overall, since they are announcing it's supposed to be a good summer, we will see how that goes. And right now, I mean, I'm in a sweater, but I mean, I can feel it's kind of hot, a lot more humid in this area here, and not a beach day at all, just because all the clouds, the sun is covered up right now. Doesn't feel hot, that's for sure. One of the biggest reasons why I brought the mate was to drink mate. But remember I said I don't have any yerba. I don't have none of the tea to put inside the mate. I forgot to buy it. I was supposed to buy it after I put money on the bus card. Now it's a little bit too late. I'm gonna find a place once I get down to Playa Grande, but now, yeah, I gotta figure that out. Here we are coming up to the bus. It's right underneath this bridge here, and then I'm gonna have to wait, but I'm gonna be taking that bus right there. Or you can see it is the 511 or the 221, the one that you could pay with cash with. So we will see what comes first. There it is. Ah, perfect. And it is pretty empty today. Nice. Hola. Gracias. All right, we're on the bus. Just noticed something. I am on the wrong bus. I was supposed to only take the 221. I'm gonna have to walk quite a bit. I'm gonna stay on to get me closer to where I gotta be, but I messed up. Not too far off. I thought the bus was gonna take me much further than where it actually left me. I'm in Alem. This area here has like a bunch of little restaurants, a bunch of apartments, a bunch of random little things here. Very, very nice area here. So yeah, it left me about 3 or 4 blocks away from Playa Grande, which gives me space now to go get some yerba and keep going. This is Alem, and it's literally right by the beach, right over there. So super good area. If you're gonna be coming down to Mar del Plata, right here you can see the street name there, Alem. Super comfortable area here. Like I said, a bunch of restaurants, supermarkets. You're right by the beach, literally right by Playa Grande. But Playa Grande during the summertime, it's completely packed. It's full of a bunch of people. There's literally no space to find. Like, you gotta get there early and put your, like, the space that you want out as soon as possible, because in the summertime, it gets so packed that it's full. It's completely packed, the beach. If you're a big sushi fan, I can recommend Fabric Sushi here. I came down here for my birthday and they had like a really good deal for 2 people. It was like, I think $15 each at the most. And it came with wine, a coffee. It came with like the whole meal and everything. And Fabric Sushi is definitely a good spot to come. Also, another good sushi place is Sushi Club. A little bit more on the pricier side, more premium side of sushi places here in Mar del Plata. But Sushi Club is really, really good, very top quality. And for 2 people, you can expect to pay from what I paid years ago, but in dollars, I paid about $100 for 2 people, which compared to Las Vegas, it's about $30, $40 more. But yeah, not bad. And it was not all you can eat. It was all a la carte there. I'm heading over to a supermarket called Menor Coste, which I don't know how many blocks down Alem it is, but this is where we always go for like the supermarket. I think it's coming up in the next block or so. You see, there's a lot of people getting ready for lunch, a lot of people sitting down. Yeah, it's about lunchtime now. I don't have my watch on me, but I don't know what time it is. I think it's like 1:30 right now. And people are sitting down. A lot more movement through here. Is it on this block here, Menor Coste? Nope. All right, here it is, Menor Coste. Let's see about getting that yerba. I like Mañanita. Mañanita is one of my favorites. Like a little tiny, not supermarket, but little tiny market where they have everything pretty premium place. The way the setup is, everything's like really clean here, but now I am looking for yerba. Yerba mate. You see they sell meats. Let's see, there it is. Yerba. And the good one here is Mañanita, and it's at a good price. So being downtown here, it's not bad. You can get this like at our local grocery store for 1,700. So here's 1,800. No big price difference there, which is good. And let's pay. So I think I spoke a little bit too soon. The weather is actually getting a little bit better, but still having this on, I think it's more than necessary with all the wind that's coming from the ocean over here. You can definitely feel the nice like ocean breeze that's right there. And right down here. Literally, I was just up there, just 1 block. So here's 1 block, 2 blocks, and you're already at Playa Grande right here. We're gonna try to cross the street safely whenever we can. Let's see. All right, let's just go. We're gonna have to stop. Here is the upper part of Playa Grande. We have a McDonald's, literally with one of the best views of Mar del Plata, of the ocean. There's not too many restaurants that give you the view that this McDonald's has here. So whenever I do come down to this McDonald's, I sit on the top there, and they just finished remodeling the whole top section there to make the big windows all transparent, because they used to have a bunch of like logos and stuff on there. So it was cutting off the view, but they remodeled it. It looks a lot more better now. You can easily tell that this is a more touristy section of Mar del Plata. There's people in the water already, people on the beach. And being down here compared to where we started in Mogotes, it definitely feels a lot harder. The sun is definitely hitting a little bit better here than what it was down where we're in Punta Mogotes. But yeah, there's tourists, there's people out, there's people already here. Still not the most ideal day for summer. That's new there. That Burger King right down over there. They used to have a different section that was off over there where like a little Volkswagen dealership is. And they used to have that Burger King down over there, but looks like they moved it over here, which is actually in a really, really convenient spot because there's no other options for fast food here. The only thing that people would have is the McDonald's, and the advantage is that that Burger King is right down there. So yeah, probably could check it out. I never once I've had Burger King in Argentina. It's something that not even in the United States I eat too much. Mostly whenever I want burgers and stuff, I'll go to McDonald's or In-N-Out or places like that. But Burger King is always something that I really do not prefer, but it's still pretty good overall. I had it in Brazil for like the first time I ever had Burger King in South America. And I had it at a layover in one of the airports there, which was pretty good, a really good deal. And I think it was, what, $4 for 2 burgers, pretty good sized burgers there. But yeah, we're gonna walk down to the corner over there, head down this way and walk through this like walkway over here where you can see that there is a bunch of people through there, and see what is going on, because there's like a bunch of nightclubs and a bunch of little restaurants in here, coffee shops. So very, very nice walkway when everything is open, but during like the winter time, all that stuff is closed and it's pretty disappointing. So we'll see what changes has happened for the summertime and check it out. See, with the wind today, people are taking advantage of taking out their veleros, their sailboats. They say veleros here because like the candle is called a vela, and it has like a shape of like a kind of like a candle also. So they call those boats, the sailboats, veleros. And there's quite a few of them out right now. Sometimes you'll see them all come out in like a giant group, like tiny little sailboats, and they'll go way out to the outside of the like the middle of the water, like way out there, and you'll see a bunch of like white dots everywhere. We have I think it's Plaza San Martin, very, very nice park. It has like a bunch of little hills and stairs and stuff, and like this little hobbit thing right over there always reminds me of I don't know what movie it is, but there's a movie with something similar to that. It's not Shrek, but something similar to that. Playa Grande is pretty popular with surfers. There's a whole bunch of surfers that always come down here, and it really makes it hard to surf during the daytime. I can imagine the surfers, they come like during the mornings when there's not that many people, but yeah, since today is still really slow overall, there's not too many people, and it makes it pretty good there. So we got more surfers here and a fishing boat that's heading out right from the port over there. They got table like ping pong soccer here with Rappi. This is like the Uber Eats here. So if you ever like want to order groceries or like food and things like that, you can use Rappi. It's pretty good. I never really use that service here. I always use Uber and Pedidos Ya, but this is like another food delivery service here. Here is the beginning main steps here to go into Playa Grande. You see they're still setting up some things over there. A lot more movement than what there was a few weeks ago. I'll link the video so you can check out how it was literally just last month here compared to today. And today is Saturday, so there is definitely more movement on today, more than yesterday. Is probably the most busiest day of the week would be Saturdays, I can imagine here. But they got surf school here, so you can take surf classes, coffee shops, Mr. Jones, which is a restaurant during the day, And I'm not sure if they're still doing like a boliche at night where it's like a nightclub. I went here one time, had a really good time. I'm not sure if they're still doing the nightclub thing there because they had a few accidents, a few things with the security guards that did not end well at all. So I don't know. Let's see if they do the nightclub there or not this year. Like something very popular here is the airplanes that come by putting the advertisements all summer long. They fly by, and this one is for I don't know, I can't see it on the phone, but yeah, all summer long there's airplanes that fly by here. There's people all over the private cabanas that they have here that you can rent per day. Pretty cool because it gives you a very comfortable space to just come down here and you can rent these little thingies here. And I can imagine they're probably like $50 a day, give or take. In this area here, it may be a little bit more, but they'll give you the chairs, you get tables, you get the shade, you get what they call el reparo. It's like it cuts off all the wind that would be coming through. Very comfortable. If you ever come down for a few days and you're not looking to really make too much of a mess going at the beach but have a great time, I would definitely recommend renting one of those tents. It is very worth it here. Continuing on, we have Antares. This is a beer place, really good beers. It's artisanal beer, and I don't know if they make it in this location here, but I know that they make their own beer, but very good beers. Good prices too. If you get the happy hour, I think it's a 2-for-1, so it's like $4 for 2 beers, give or take. So really not bad for a pint of beer for $4 for 2. That is a good deal. Swan is like another bar, and I think it's sort of like a nightclub. All through this area here is going to be all the restaurants, the seating areas, and all the entrances for the different carpas that you can rent here. There's another one, Portofino, Principe. A lot of changes, a lot more people, a lot of updates. You really tell that summer is just around the corner here. And now that I'm here in this area, it definitely feels a lot better, a lot more alive, obviously, because there's a lot of tourists, but because the sun is hitting a lot better, it gives you, again, reparo, like the block of wind, because we're down in between buildings. We have the buildings here cutting off some wind, and that hill that's like kind of like a hill area here, that's also helping with the wind. So yeah, definitely a lot of reparo here. Let's see, let's keep going down to see what we find. There's public access here to the beach. Bruto, this is a nightclub that I would really recommend, just because the hours that this nightclub does, it starts very early. I think they let the doors open and the music starts pretty good at around like 11 p.m. give or take. They come around with food and stuff. Very worth it to come down to Bruto. There is an age limit of I think 21 or 22 years old to get into that nightclub, and all the rest of the nightclubs here that you can find usually start at 18 years old, but you will find people much younger, probably 15, 16 years old, that end up sneaking in. It's very normal here, so yeah, that's how it is with that. But this one does have an age limit. They check IDs because they want to have a certain type of crowd that goes, that's a little bit more like relaxed and wants to have a good time kind of thing. I don't know, it's a little bit of a different crowd. I prefer it just because the hours, it finishes at like 3 or 4 a.m. All the other nightclubs that you can find here, they start at around 2 p.m. They start getting crowded, and then they don't finish till like 6, 7 in the morning. So definitely a really long night with those. But yeah, that's my more preferred one whenever I do go out, which is literally never, hardly ever. Don't like it too much anymore. I'm gonna go get right now some hot water here, seeing where it is that I could pick it up. Here is La Fonte de Oro. It's a coffee shop. More than likely they'll sell hot water here. Let me see. ¿Qué tal? Bien, bien. Sí, ¿venden agua caliente? ¿Para el termo? El kiosco? Dale. Dale, gracias. That's weird. They don't sell it there. It's okay. We'll go down literally right next door here to this kiosk that they told me to go to. And so I got my hot water, and I also got some media lunas. These are like mini, they're not croissants, but they look like croissants. Really good. I got some sweet ones. And these with mate go so beautifully together. One of my favorite things. And if you're ever down here, order some media lunas. Trust me, you're gonna really like it. And if you can, find some, which is really common, also get media lunas with jamón y queso, with ham and cheese inside. Oh, it's just the best. Like with the sweet and saltiness of everything, it's one of my favorite things there. So order that. All right, we're getting here to the end of what is like the peatonal walking area of Playa Grande. You see, we started way over there. Now we walked all the way down through here. And now we are at the end here. So I'm gonna find a way to get into the beach area, walk down there now. Coming up to the end of Playa Grande, there is a public entrance down through this way. Not the nicest one, but it's overall pretty good entrance. It has like cement going all the way to like kind of more where the sand area is, a little bit in the open area. And this here is another nightclub right through the back here. This one's called Cuba. One that I've never been to. I've heard a lot of good things about, where it gets really, really popular, really crowded. It has like electric music in the bottom and I think like Latin music at the top or something like that. But they have both options. So depending on what you're into, what you want to do, you have both options in that nightclub there. And during the daytime, it is a restaurant. So you can actually come and eat here, party there, do everything. Have breakfast there probably. You don't have to leave from there. So. All right, coming up to the beach here. Let's see what we got going on. Here we are at Playa Grande, just before like the real season starts, just before New Year's here, which is for me a very in reverse way to have everything here, just because in the United States we do summertime in the middle of the year, and here at the end of the year with New Year's and everything, it's very, very different. The weather cleared up also, the sun is out. That definitely is helping here. I don't even know how to explain it that well, but in the summertime, you'll see once the weather starts getting better, I'm gonna come back here and film again. But when the weather is good and it's pure summer season, this entire beach, there's literally no room at all for anything from here all the way down over there. The only space that's left is pretty much like the lifeguard area where they have that opening there to run down to the beach. And in the summer, it's pretty cool because you see that little like spool there. That's what the lifeguards use to reel in the people that they're saving. A lot of the people around the beach, like the people just enjoying the day, they'll come in and help. Once the lifeguard gets that little orange thing around the person, the people that are enjoying the beach will help reel in the person out there, just like random people who's like just hanging out at the beach. They'll participate in helping in that situation there. After they're able to save the person, everybody starts clapping, which is really cool. You start clapping too. Oh, and another reason you'll hear a lot of people clapping here is when there's a lost child. So if they find a child that's lost and he's asking for help to find the parents, typical thing that they'll do here is they'll put the child on top of their shoulders, walk around with the kid, clapping their hands, literally clapping their hands. And everybody will look up, they'll see that there's a kid up there and the person's clapping. So they know automatically that means that a child is lost. So the people that see the child and it's not their child, they'll start clapping also to help out with finding where the parents are. And everybody's just clapping. So everybody's just literally checking, okay, do I have my kids with me? Yes, my kids are here. And then the person, hey, that's my kid, that's my kid. And then they find the kid, they give it back to the parents. And yeah, super interesting, very different with like kind of culture things and things that people are used to here. And they know like the meaning of just like random little things like that. I hear a lot of people complaining on how cold the water is today. And you can tell with the amount of people that are out on the sand, just hanging out more in the drier areas, people in their clothes and stuff also, sweaters on. And then not so many people in the water over here. There's another one of those airplanes with the advertising. This is for a shopping mall, Paseo Aldre, that's here. And they fly by like literally every 10 minutes or so at least. And that's not the only one. Sometimes there'll be like a little freeway going on where there'll be like 5 or 6 of them crossing at the same time. These are typical games that get played here. This is called tejo, where they kind of have these like wooden discs. And the challenge is to get the wooden discs close to this object here. You can see on the little yellow one there. The yellow one is on top of a little one. The objective there is to get your color closer to that little disc there. You see that game played here a lot. A lot of people play it. It's actually really fun. It's a calm game. You don't have to really do too much other than just throw it. And especially if you're like drinking and having a good time, it gets really fun. Also, this game here is really fun to play. It's like football tennis, soccer tennis. Sometimes you have like a little net that you put there. Here is the end of Playa Grande here. The end of like the beach area of Playa Grande. It does continue just over that mountain of rocks right there. Just a little bit, but overall people hang out here. On the other side is pretty dangerous, especially when it's high tide. Yeah, today is December 29th that I'm filming the video. I'm also gonna upload it the same day. And here is another nightclub. This one is called, I believe, Anana. They're setting up a whole structure thing here that's not here most of the year. During the year, it is all closed off out here for the most part, and it's only indoors, but in the summertime, that area there is open. See, walking in some sand now, getting the workout in. Yeah, this beach here is where you're gonna find a lot more younger people, a lot more younger crowd that comes here, just because you're so close to the nightclubs and the after parties and everything and all the bars. And this here is the Media Luna. This thing is freaking amazing. I already ate one. I'm gonna eat the other one now. Oh, it's so good. It's like it's kind of like a glazed donut, but different, very different there. You combine the Media Luna with mate or coffee, and it's one of the best things that you can eat and drink at the same time for a merienda or anything like that. Throughout this entire video, I've been using my brand new microphone. It's the Hollyland Lark M2 mic. Let me know what you think of the audio quality in the video. I think overall it's been sounding really good with some of the edits that I've been doing and tests. I'm really enjoying it compared to the other ways that I've been doing my videos. So yeah, let me know what you think down below. If you are interested in picking up this mic, again, I have an affiliate link down in the description. It'll help support the channel directly if you do click on the link and end up buying the microphone. I also have my PayPal if you want to support a little bit more directly there. I definitely would appreciate it. And anyways, that is it for today's video. Give me a like if you did enjoy this type of content, and I'll see you in a few days with a new video. Peace.